Are we still fighting for what matters or just chasing validation? In this powerful and reflective episode, the Everyday Philosopher unpacks the subtle difference between seeking justice and seeking attention. Drawing from ancient wisdom and personal stories, this video invites you to pause, reflect, and realign your purpose. When I was younger, I thought fighting for equality meant marching in the streets, raising signs, raising voices, and demanding change. And for a time, that was true. Many brave souls have pushed humanity forward by standing up against oppression, challenging systems, and refusing to be silent. But today, something feels different. Now, I see posts crafted for impact, not for change. I see arguments sparked for followers, not understanding. I see people screaming into the void, not to be heard, but to be seen. So I ask you, not with judgment, but with love, are we still fighting for equality? Or are we just chasing clout? Let me tell you a story. Many years ago, in the monastery where I first trained, we were assigned daily tasks. Some tended the garden, others cleaned. I was in charge of the water, collecting it from the river every morning before sunrise. There was one monk, older and wiser than the rest, who never spoke unless asked. One day, I found him scrubbing the floor long after the day's chores were done. I asked him why he continued when no one was watching. He smiled gently and said, "The world changes when no one is watching. If you only serve when eyes are on you, you're not serving, you're performing." That moment never left me. And today, as I scroll through causes and hashtags, I can't help but wonder, how many of us are performing? Not because we're bad people, but because we've forgotten to ask ourselves a simple question. Why am I doing this? Fighting for equality requires selflessness. It demands that we lift others even when we gain nothing in return. But the age of social media has blurred that line. The applause can become addicting. The likes, the shares, the dopamine hits, they start to feel like purpose when in truth they're just noise. And here's the dangerous part. When clout becomes the goal, the message becomes secondary. We begin to pick battles that look good, not ones that do good. It's like planting seeds in dry soil because it photographs well. It looks like growth, but nothing takes root. So how do we return to truth? How do we fight with intention, not ego? We start by turning inward. Ask yourself, am I amplifying a voice, or am I replacing it with my own? Am I sharing to help, or sharing to shine? Am I acting from love, or from fear of being irrelevant? These are hard questions. I know, I've asked them of myself many times. But here's what I've learned. Silence is often louder than noise. A quiet act of kindness ripples deeper than a viral post. And truth, real truth, doesn't need an audience to be powerful. Equality is not a trending topic. It's a lifelong practice. It happens in the conversations no one sees, the compromises no one applauds, the bridges we build when no one's looking. So let's not mistake movement for progress. Let's not confuse volume with value. As a monk, I was taught that the truest service is the one you would still do even if no one ever thanked you. Would you still fight for justice if it brought you no recognition? Would you still raise your voice if it only echoed back at you in silence? If the answer is yes, then you are truly walking the path. And if not, don't worry. We all get lost in the noise sometimes. But that's why reflection is so powerful. That's why you're here listening, thinking, feeling. Because deep down you care. And that's where it starts. So today, I invite you to reclaim your voice. Not for clout, not for praise, but for purpose. Let your actions speak even when your profile is silent. Let your heart lead, not your need to be seen. Equality isn't a performance. It's a practice. A quiet, steady, sometimes thankless practice of love. Thank you for being here. And may your journey be guided by truth, not trend, by presence, not performance. Until next time, walk gently, think deeply, and speak from the soul. If this message resonates, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for reflections on life, growth, and mindfulness. Turn on notifications to never miss an insight. Share your thoughts in the comments. What are you really fighting for?